No, I am not a masochist. I didn't rewatch the entire Juve 0 Atalanta 4. This is even for me way too much. But I was thinking about that top 4. I don't know yet if Lazio will win tonight and put us back on the 5th place, if they will draw or if they will lose. And that means that Juventus is still officially in the top 4 with 10 games to play. But it's really I start to really panic. Instead of, we said it, illusion to a dream, we are from an illusion to a nightmare. And I can tell you that the next 10 games will all be nightmares. So I try to take something, to hold on something that could possibly help us to enter the top 4. And it's true that before the kickoff of yesterday, well, what was it? The solidity of our defense with the best numbers on hand, the best defense of Serie A with only 21 goals conceded. But it's true that when you concede 4 goals yesterday, you are asking yourself, is it really true that we have a solid defense, that we have a strong defense, that this is actually what we can pay attention for to possibly enter the top 4? And what I watched yesterday, and I will show you frame by frame in today's video. Yesterday I saw errors. Yesterday I saw horrors. Yesterday was really a horror show, a nightmare. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Ragazzi, put a maximum of like if you didn't yet, please continue to subscribe. I will not speak about Thiago Motta because I already did in a 15-minute video this morning. If you want to know what I think about should we continue with Thiago, yes or no, go back to that video of today that is working quite well at the moment. But I need to speak about what we saw yesterday. So let's start frame by frame what we saw yesterday. We see not the penalty, I didn't want to analyze the penalty, handball, shoulder from Lookman, who cares? It was a goal, but I want immediately to go towards that pinball effect for 2 reasons. The first one is, again, the last seconds, the last minute of that first half for Juventus the entire season, I don't know. Looks like they are already in the locker room. We lose totally our focus in these moments. Not the first time this season. That's something that we cannot continue to repeat. Again, it happened yesterday. Yesterday, totally out of position. Against a team like Atalanta that are making from their positive transition their strength. We are leaving them with 5 against 2. Kelly and Gatti against 5 players of Atalanta. With Weah and Cambiaso, I don't know where they were, but they were extremely late in coming back. Too late, because Lookman is continuing to carry that ball, actually making sure that Atalanta is doing fantastic, beautiful movements. The same, a mirror effect on the left and on the right. We see Ederson and Zappacosta on the left, totally free. 2 men, not 1, but 2 men, and it's exactly happening the same on the other side with Cambiaso that is a bit closer than, for example, Weah, where easily Lookman could have given it to Retegui. He decides to go alone with a shot. I need to say that here Kelly and Gatti, they are doing the job that they have to do. It's the other ones that are absolutely not there, not supported by the team. I don't know where the team was. I told you, probably they were already in the locker room. But what is even worse than that, it's that the ball is touching the bar, that ball is coming back, and there you have absolutely been exposed by Atalanta. They show you how weak we are in defense. We are unorganized. We don't communicate. And here, where Kelly and Gatti were perfect until the shot from Lookman on that one, you see that we are not perfect anymore. There is Weah that has absolutely no idea what to do. Gatti already gave up on that moment because we are all sure that that ball will go out. A goal kick for Di Gregorio. That's not what is happening. That ball still stay on side, with the only one that I was believing in it is a player from Atalanta on a 1-0 for them at the 46th minute. He continued to run to catch the ball. That's what he's doing, and that's where we have a huge big problem because Weah has absolutely no idea what to do. Gatti should go and close a bit Zappacosta. It's not doing it. What is happening? There is Weah that is hesitating. Where should I go? He sees that Ederson believes in it. He decides at a certain moment to go towards him. Too late, of course. Leaving his man, Gatti is not paying attention, so he doesn't even watch where he is. Zappacosta, of course, that ball goes to Zappacosta. Zappacosta with a shot that then Di Gregorio, luckily is a word, is a way of saying, is saving. Disaster. Now we go towards a goal that they scored. We are speaking about the 45th second of the second half. Another problem that Juventus is repeating again and again and again. Entering that second half with a total wrong behavior. What is happening here, I don't understand. I tell you, it's the 45th second. We have 2 players from the midfield of Atalanta, Ederson again, and De Roon that are totally unmarked. They have the ball, they can play extremely easily. You see how beautifully they are lined up with a 3-3. Atalanta, they are toying us there. They are toying us. Look at Bellanova that is already running alone on that second post there. There is Brescianini that is playing as an offensive winger that just replaced Quadrado, and he already knew immediately what to do. We are leaving them all the space with 4 players that are trying to track back, but it's too late. Look at Wea. Wea is super high. It's only the 45th second, not minute, 45th second from the second half. Wea is totally out of position there, and he's obliging Gatti to go towards Lookman. What do we see? That the other ones, they are catching or trying to catch who? Ederson. It's too late. We have 3-4 meters of difference. The time that you go, it's too late, and looks like yesterday there was absolutely no organization because all the players will go and be attracted by the ball and by the strongest player by Atalanta. Look at that. 4 players that are trying to run. Thuram, Wea, Weston McKennie, Cope Manners, with of course Gatti that left the position because Wea was not there in time, with Brescianini, and of course you have the number 16 Bellanova totally isolated on the second post. What is happening there? Because we are all attracted by that ball, because we have no structure, no organization. Look at who is totally alone there. It's De Roon, and you already know who will score because that ball goes there. We are all giving up. We are all giving up again. And look at De Roon on that penalty spot. He was ready. He was totally alone. 4 players that should have at least one have man-marked him or paying attention to him. He's totally alone. He's scoring that second goal. A total disaster. Then it happened again on that third goal. Look at that. Zappacosta and Kolasinac, they are playing. They are at the start and they will also be at the end of what is happening, the third goal. Look at that. Again, exactly the same. We are all organized. We are with 8 Juve players. So you will tell me it's enough to man-mark 4 players that are there near or in the box. 8 players of Juve. Kolasinac and Zappacosta are playing with the ball. They go centrally, 1-2, 1-2. There is Kalulu that tries to go on Kolasinac. Is not able to tackle him. That ball goes to Zappacosta. Zappacosta, they are all burning with that beautiful 1-2 play. All our players that are all going towards these men. What is happening here? That we give up. Look at the next frame. 4 players already gave up because they thought it was okay. Who is the one that is believing it, that is going with that fino alla fine? It is Zappacosta. Look at that. They are all walking. They gave up because they all believe that that ball will go out. Who's happening? Kolasinac, backheel pass, totally isolated Zappacosta, and we all know that it went in a 3-0. I was furious yesterday on Dusan Vlahovic. You know it, I left the live for 5 long minutes. I couldn't anymore because I saw mistakes that I couldn't believe in it. I was one that said at a certain moment, if you don't play Kenan Yildiz, play with Vlahovic on top, play with Colomwani, at least you involve him on the wings. Then during the game I said, play, try. I'm not expecting a lot from Dusan, but at least try. There is nothing to lose anymore. I didn't understand Cope Manners there on the right side, as a right winger. It made totally no sense. But anyway, he's doing it. Vlahovic enters. As soon as he enters, look at that. He enters. That ball goes towards him. He controls it with his left foot. For what reason? Because he doesn't trust his right foot enough to control that ball. So he goes towards what he believes, what he has confidence in, his left foot. He's controlling it with the left foot. And at the end, he's doing actually a beautiful control. Instead of passing it immediately, because a right foot player with quality would have been able, with a one touch, to open for Koopmanners that is there alone, he's not. He's controlling it with the left. There, he has an open window to go with his right foot to give it to Koopmanners. He's not doing it because he doesn't trust his right foot. So what he's doing is losing a moment of time, waiting. And then at the end, he's obliged. He's obliged to go with the pass. He doesn't know if he wants to go with that pass to Kalulu that is waiting in the back or to Cope Manners. Well, at the end, because thinking too much, because he was obliged to, because he's not in a moment of confidence, he's totally missing it. He's slipping it. It's not because he slipped that we don't do it. It's because he's not in a moment of confidence, because he didn't trust in his qualities, because he knows that the right foot probably would have created a disaster. And when you are thinking about the possible mistake that you are doing, you have huge big chances that you are doing mistakes. And this is what is happening. An assist for Lookman. Here again, you will tell me, Beppe, but there it was difficult because the team, nobody would have expected, like the goal that we concede because Cambiaso is slipping or that he's trying to go alone. How many times did we see these kind of things? Defense that is unprepared, but honestly, not that much, except of Kalulu, except of Alberto Costa, whoever that are not man-marking Lookman, which I can understand. You still have 3 players that are on the ketelaar there. Koopman, Cambiaso, Gatti, and I don't know what other player was there in defense. I cannot recognize him. But you have 3 players. What is happening here? Because again, they have the right back. In this time, Kalulu is not there. We go towards, at least with 1 man towards Lookman. The problem is that, again, like we happened in the second goal, it's the 3 players of Juve, plus Kalulu that is coming back, 4 players that are going towards the one that is carrying the ball. Look at Charles de Ketelaar, totally isolated, again, there on the shot of Lookman. If, again, it would have happened like the pinball of the end of the first half, that Di Gregorio would have saved it, de Ketelaar was there. Ready for that second goal. Why? Because you see 4 players that are going towards the ball. Extremely amateurial mistakes yesterday I saw horrors. I can tell you I saw horrors. Really horror show. Why is that? Because we don't communicate, because we are not confident, because we don't believe in ourselves, because you will tell me Bremer injury, but that happened in the month of October. We had the open window of transfers in the month of January that at the end we were not even able to solve. Huge big disaster here. So if we are here today to say believe in our strength, that is the solidity in defense, well, after the game of yesterday we have been exposed that it is not. And there are a lot of things to work on. Organization, structure, communication, someone is taking the leadership there in defense to say what we should do, who we need to man mark, paying attention, being alert. And especially what is hurting me the most when I'm seeing all these things are on the 2 goals, the fino alla fine spirit that is not there, because it's the opponent that are running towards the ball, that are believing that they can still play, even if they are 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and even 4-0 up, where we are not going for. We don't believe in ourselves. We give up really too fast. Ragazzi, that was it. Horror show. I know that this video will probably hurt you as much as I was hurt by watching it again. Ragazzi, that was it. Grazie, forza, Juve. There is a lot of work. I can tell you there is a lot of work.